Hey, everybody, welcome to day 2 of our Legacy Launch Academy course. I'm super excited. Y'all nailed it yesterday. We had a lot of people uploading their sheets into the chat, and that was super exciting. I loved reading everybody's intros and getting to know a little bit more about everybody. David. So anyways, so we are on day 2. I had a little girl walk in, so I'd look at my husband and be like, we're on day 2, and this is where it starts to get fun. We kind of start to this, like yesterday's like, okay, let's just get our feet wet. Today we're actually going to start walking into the pool and getting used to the temperatures. Okay, so that's my analogy for this, like just easing ourselves into it until we're fully comfortable, and it's just easier to be in than it is to be out, right? So anyways, day 2 is super fun. I love day 2 because we start to actually play around with posting about Plexus and what that looks like. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so that you can see what day 2 looks like. Do y'all see that? I know you guys are probably seeing all of my background stuff too. Let me just get rid of all of this so you can see. Okay. So our Legacy Launch Academy day 2 checklist. All right, so we are doing our Zoom meeting now. So you can go ahead and check that off. Congratulations. You're either watching this recording or you are on the meeting. So awesome. You get to check that off. Put up your first Plexus post. This is so exciting. I'm going to make this. I know I'm screen sharing. I was trying to make it bigger. Anyways, I'll do it in a minute. There we go. There, is that better? So you're not getting all the background noise. Okay, there we go. So we're going to put up the first Plexus post. This is super easy, you guys. I know it's like super like, oh my gosh, I'm posting about it on Facebook. That's okay. It's super simple. And it's really just you being authentic and being genuine. Okay, so first of all, include a picture. If you've not gotten your products yet, that's really okay. You can do a picture of your family. You can do just a picture of yourself, however you want to do it. You don't have to have your products yet if you're still waiting for your products to come in because you are on it and you are in this academy and sharing before you even get your products. Congrats to you. You are a winner. And so if you don't have them yet, that's okay. Just find a picture that fits. If you are feeling, if you have your products, you can take a picture of you with your pink drink. That's what's probably the first, everybody knows that picture. It's the first Plexus post, you with your pink drink. It's a super fun, shake it up, take a selfie and put that on Facebook. Now, some of you are like, I am so not ready to do that. And I am not going to do that. Okay. I'm going to challenge you. Push yourself to get your face on there because like we talked about yesterday, your face actually goes further because people trust you, right? They don't necessarily trust a bag of products. They don't trust whatever they trust you. They know you, they're following you. And so if they want to, if you want them to listen to what you have to say, get your face on there. So it feels like they're having a conversation with you. That's just the science of how the brain works. If they are looking at you in the face and in the eyes, then they feel like they can trust you, what you have to say more. So I want to challenge you to get your face on there. Again, if you are like, I literally just cannot do it, I'm just going to skip this. Please don't skip it. I would much rather you just take a picture of your pink drink sitting on the table if you absolutely have to and get that up over not doing it at all. But please try and push yourself out of your comfort zone. Okay. If you can get it up one time, it's really not that bad. And then you're like, oh, that was actually a lot easier than I thought. Going back to our pool analogy, it's like when you jump in, you're like, oh, okay, actually, it wasn't even that bad. Okay. It's not bad. All right. So, yep, she talked about how it's going to happen. Perfect. Post the following example verbiage and edit the part with quotes on it to be true to you and your sponsor. So note, she put quotes around the things. So she gave this sample verbiage. So excited to start this gut health journey that my friend name told me about. This pretty little pink drink is giving her more energy, better sleep, less anxiety, helping her kick her sugar cravings to the curb. I know I definitely could use a little bit of that myself, especially this time of year. Who wants to try it with me? Now, if it's in quotes, right, that means you need to change this. So insert the name of your sponsor or the person that invited you or whatever to try Plexus in the quotes. And then also insert their symptom reliefs, their whatever their health victories, however you want to put it, in there as well. Okay. So if they experience those things, then great, you can leave it. But for the love, take out the quotes. I can't tell you how many times I see the quotes still there. I'm like, oh no, take the quotes out. Take out the quotation marks. And the quotation marks are only there just to basically show you where things need to be catered to you in your specific situation. Like she said, pro tip, personalize it to share your own story. You do not have to use this exact verbiage. I just want you to know that. Don't, like, if you're in a different place or you've been doing this for, a few months now and you've already shared a couple times, you're not going to just now say, I'm so excited to start this gut health journey. No, like you can say, oh my goodness, I have been taking these products for 5 months now that my friend blank told me about. It's so far, I'm seeing these results. I know that, some other mamas could definitely benefit from this, especially this time of year, who wants to try it with me, right? So there's this way that I catered it to somebody else. So you can take this verbiage, or if you want to put up your own something, whatever you want to do, that's totally fine. But this gives you a really general idea of what it needs to say, who you are, or what you're experiencing, right? Or what you've experienced so far, what you're doing, your friend that got you introduced to it. If you don't have results yet, borrow them from your friend. That's okay. It's not a big deal. But that gives you something to work off of. And then, and like she said, what are you excited about? Make sure that you're walking your friends through this journey. So you may not get people that right away respond to this post. I just want you to know that. And a lot of times it doesn't happen that way. So don't feel like womp womp if nothing happens or if no one comments on it. If nobody comments on your post, or nobody says anything, or it doesn't get any engagement at all, that's okay. This actually happens quite often. Many times people need to see multiple exposures before they actually say anything. A lot of times before they even see it, but before they say anything. I will say that when I saw my friend Emily posting about these products, I said nothing, not one thing. I didn't comment. I didn't like it. I didn't do anything. I saw it and I was like, that's great that she has that. And I just kept going. And then a couple days later, I saw another. I was like, okay, she really likes it. And I just kept going. And then after, it was like, okay, but she's actually like, I want to read this a little bit further. Like, she's actually experiencing some health freedoms. And then I, read it a little bit further. And then, probably her 6th or 7th post, I was like, what is the name of this? I need to check this out, And then it's like the 8th or 9th, I was like, okay, I'm going to ask her some questions. So see, it's going to take time for people to actually comment a lot of times. Now, you might get comments on this post. And if that happens, that's amazing. You know what you do? And people are like, what is this? How much is it? Blah, blah, blah. Say, I'm going to reach out to you. And here's why. If you put right on there, oh, it's Plexus, and then just leave it at that, then they're going to go find somebody they know that maybe has them, or they're going to Google Plexus and maybe just order off the website or whatever. What you want to do is say, hey, I'm going to send you a message, right? I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to let you know exactly what this is. Not to mention, somebody may say, how much is it? Well, products are different for everybody, right? So depending on what they get started with, it's going to be a different price point. So you want to just message these people personally so that you can get a real feel for what they need, right? Now, when you message them, what you're going to do is, hey, Sarah, I'm going to message you right now. Check your inbox. Go into your messenger, open up a chat with Sarah and your sponsor, right? So Brianna, for instance, Sarah comments on your post, you're going to go immediately. I'm going to message you, Sarah. I'll be, check your inbox, go into your messenger, start a chat with Liz and Sarah, Liz, your sponsor, and Sarah, the girl that's interested, and say, hey, Sarah, thank you so much for your support on my post. I wanted to, I wanted to give you that more information that you were asking about. I wanted to include my friend Liz because I'm still learning and she might be able to answer questions for us, a little bit further. So, and if say they asked, how much is it? So I'd love to answer your question. It depends on which products you get. Let's, see what works for you or something like that. And then Liz will take it from there and she'll show you what to do. Right. So again, you don't have to be the expert. If someone comments, don't freak out. Just go start a 3-way chat with your sponsor. They will walk you through it and show you exactly what to do. If somebody likes your post or hearts your post or whatever that is, I honestly would encourage you to do the same thing. Maybe it's, hey, blah, blah, blah. Don't open it with your, your sponsor right then. But I'd reach out to them and just say, hey, Naomi, thank you so much for support. It's always scary to put myself out there. So thank you so much for just liking my post. Are you interested in any more information? I'd love to send some your way. Or would you be open to me sending more information about what I'm doing? And then if they say yes, then open that chat. Okay. It's a super simple system. Again, you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to know the answers to all the questions. All you need to do is connect with those people and get them connected to your sponsor in this point. That's it. Make your post public, jump into our chat, tell us when you post so we can all go like and comment and boost that post for you. Facebook is weird and finicky, and if it's like nobody's commenting on this post, it will basically take it and only show it to your mama and your husband, and that's it. Okay, so you want to make sure that, which they already know what you're doing because we've already talked to your mama and your husband about this. So what you want to do is you want people, if you can, to get them to engage on this, especially while you're first getting started. When you get later down the road, you want more of that natural engagement, but when you're getting started, you want Facebook to know, these are the posts that I want people to see. I want people to see this and know what I'm doing. So go into the chat as soon as you post. So get this done kind of earlier in the day and go into our Legacy Launch Academy chat and just say, put up my post, and then we will click on it. Make sure you make it public so that we can so everybody can see it. Make that post public. If it's not public, we won't be able to see it and comment on it unless we're friends on Facebook. But make it public. We'll go in, we will all comment on each other's. This is a day where we're all going to support each other. We're going to be very encouraging of each other and help each other boost their posts. Okay. So if you see somebody in the chat say, I posted, please go click on that and go comment on their post, because people are stepping out of their comfort zones today. And we want to make sure that we are supporting them as much as possible. If you have somebody everybody in this chat, it should be in the BU page, right? So everybody's in Be Free, Be Empowered, BU. If you are not in that page, let your sponsor know so they can get you in that page, because that is, even if all you're doing is taking products, that page is so full of support and resources and everything that you need to be successful, even just on your products. But since y'all are working on sharing with others, it's even more important that you guys are a part of that page, because there's tons of resources in there. I say that to say, if you are somebody who has somebody in this chat, for example, Liz got Brianna into our academy for this week. So Brianna, as soon as you go put up your first Plexus post, Liz, you are going to go into BU, go in there and celebrate that she put up her first post so that our whole team can celebrate that with her too. I think it's really important that community is such an important part of what we do, and we love doing this as a team, and we love celebrating each other. So I think the more that we can celebrate that with each other, and the more that we can, then you get to know some of the team, and the team gets to know you too. So it just makes it super fun, right? So if you have somebody in the chat, make sure that you go and let our big team know that they just put up their first post, if it is their first post, so that they can go celebrate that too. You're going to reach out to 3 new people from your list, right? We made that list yesterday. You're going to pick 3 new people on that list and reach out to them. You can use the same verbiage as yesterday. Nothing changes, just the same exact process, same exact system. If they're interested, connect them with your sponsor. If you want to do more than 3, you're welcome to do more than 3. And then be active on social media with 1 personal post on your wall and at least 1 in your stories as well. Here's what we do not want while you become a sharer of Plexus and the amazing health journey and financial journey that you are on. We do not want your wall to look like a walking billboard for Plexus, okay? They get it. Like, you want to make this more a part of who you are and not change you to be Plexus. Plexus now just is incorporated in who you already are and what you already share. Again, people trust you and they want to know who you are. So you want to make sure that you are sharing a lot about your personal life too. And I don't mean like get like super, people knowing your dirty laundry or anything like that, but just like, loved my coffee date with my bestie today with a picture of you and your best friend. It could be as simple as that. Or kids are back to school and it is so quiet in this house. What do you mamas do while your kids are at school? Things like that. Just something that's not Plexus related. When we say personal, that's what that means. And you want to make sure that you're doing that every single day so that people get to know who you are as a person. And then, like I said, just incorporate Plexus into who you are. Hey, alongside of everything else that I share, here's something that's really helping me and changing me. And I wanted to share it with you guys so that you guys could be part of it as well. So this is day 2. Again, it seems like a lot. It's really not. It's just a lot of information so that if you have any questions about this, you've got all the answers right there. So post your Plexus post with a picture, preferably of yourself, with this verbiage or your own verbiage saying what you're experiencing or what your sponsor experienced, how you're excited about it, and what you're looking forward to. And then who wants to try this with me? So some kind of question at the end to get people engaged. And then make sure you put that in the chat so you can celebrate each other. Reach out to 3 new people, and then make sure you do something personal, not Plexus related, on your wall. So super, super simple day, but this gets you starting to share more on the sharing side of this. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording so that our people watching, you know, they can, we're keeping it short and simple for them, but stay on if you are live so that I can answer any questions that you have. Kristen's on, she can answer any questions. Kristen, did you have anything you wanted to add to this before we stop the recording?
I think that just to really keep things simple, I think it's easy to get overwhelmed whenever you see, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do this. But something that really helped me when I first got started was just to realize that it's all about sharing your story. And your story starts the moment that you became interested in Plexus, and even before that, obviously. So just keep it simple, don't overthink it. You know, excitement is what's contagious. So don't get in your head about it. Just, be willing to share your story authentically and, tell everybody what you're excited about. So I think that's just something that I wanted to, add as a little tidbit, as a little tip, is just keep it simple. The basics of sharing really comes down to being authentic, being willing to share your story, and all your goal right now. Just keep this in mind. Your goal right now is to start conversations about Plexus. That's really all it is. So don't, get too caught up in the algorithm, or, how many likes and shares and, and comments and all of that. And like, oh my gosh, is my picture okay? Like I am a classic overthinker. So I'm telling you this from experience. The less you can like overthink it, the better. The more that you just, focus on the fact that all you're trying to do is start conversations about Plexus, the better. And all of these steps will help you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Adding that in is, this is really just sharing your story. You don't even have, and I think it's important to add that, a lot of people like to know what got you to where you are. So when you do start like, hey, I'm running with this, hey, I'm seeing these results, when they've literally watched you from, I just got these products and I don't know what I'm doing with them yet, but I'm excited about them. And I want to see, does anyone want to do this with me? Because I don't want to do it, by myself or whatever. When they see it start from there and then they watch it transform into this amazing story down the road, they're going to see this transformation naturally, and they're going to know where you started, and they're going to have way more trust built in that process. So I agree. That's a good add-on, Kristen.
And one little analogy that I think really helped me when I first got sharing is this. We hear a lot of times that people are like afraid to start sharing because, or they're holding off until they have their own story. And I know Natalie touched on that, but one thing that really stuck out to me that somebody told me early in my journey that like just made all the sense in the world was like, say a new restaurant comes to town and you're excited about that restaurant because, your friend told you that it has the best quesadillas in town. You don't have to personally have tried those quesadillas to be excited about trying those quesadillas, right? And you still have a story, and you can say, hey, my friend told me about these amazing quesadillas that just came in down the street. I am so excited to go try them. Who wants to go try them with me? I'd love to have a lunch date with you, right? Like that, there's nothing scary about that, and there's nothing inauthentic about that. So think about that whenever you're sharing. If you don't have a strong story of your own yet, but why did you start in the first place? You started because you're excited about something, excited about some sort of life change that you see. It may even be more so about the business. You can, if that's your story, share that authentically. What are you excited about? And just share that, and people will catch that excitement and want to know more, and it will be, intriguing to them.
Yes, absolutely. And to add on to that, I like that you pointed out the excitement because we talked on this a little bit yesterday. Excitement is so contagious. Excitement and you being excited and you being passionate about what you're doing is going to catch more than the science behind the ingredients or how it tastes or how much it costs or any of those things. Your excitement is what's going to get people even more excited with you. That's what's the most contagious and what's going to be what's going to make you the most successful in the long run. So stay excited. Y'all, the products work. The products work. The business opportunity works. You've got a ton of people on this call that are, proof of that. So that's not a question. So be excited. We got something that could really help people. So share authentically and be excited. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and then we will open it up for questions as soon as I can. There we go.